Hi, in today's video I'm just going to talk through how to generate spin on wedge shots from 100 yards and in. So, few things to talk through before we actually talk about technique. First thing and easiest thing to do is make sure that your grooves on your wedge is clean. Doesn't take much for grass and dirt to build up. They may look clean, but make sure we give them a good wire brush in there. Make sure there's enough loft on the club to generate spin. Especially on shorter shots, we need that lofted ball to be up in the air. With ball discussion, again, make sure it's a good quality golf ball. If a ball's been used for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds, if it's a hard firm ball, the cover tends to be a wee bit firmer, so the grooves don't grab it as much. So if you want, or you're noticing that you need to generate a bit more spin, then I would highly recommend changing to a premium golf ball. But now technique-wise, so I've put this line of golf balls out here as a centre line and as an impact spot. So in another video I've done recently, we spoke about making sure that as we come down, we get a nice clean contact on the ball. We've got to make sure with we're trying to generate spin that we get a really clean strike on the ball, drive down through the back, and keep that face open for slightly longer than usual. We're trying to generate that spin. You keep that face open for longer, the ball's going to slide and grab in all these grooves up the top rather than just bouncing off the face. So when we're hitting a wedge shot or setting up to a wedge shot, if this is centre, I would move it slightly closer to the right hand side. We could open the stance a bit as well to allow us to generate a wee bit more cut spin, get that club moving left and the ball sliding up the face. But when we're hitting it, if you're someone that's got a really smooth tempo, you're noticing a lot of spins not happening, you want to make sure that your swing doesn't get too long, and then we start to decelerate as we come through the ball. So if I just nip a couple of these away with a long, smooth swing, we'll start to get some numbers off the track, man. So the spin rate on that one, bear in mind this is a range ball, it didn't pick it up unfortunately. Try again. This is a 60-yard shot I'm playing, just generating nice smooth swing. Perfect example, range ball, smooth, slow swing, 1,700 spin. So to generate the spin, we need to be accelerating through the ball. So I would highly encourage a shorter backswing, a bit more wrist on the takeaway to allow us the room to whip that club underneath. When we start to set up like that and making sure we get that same clean contact, all of a sudden, again it's still a range ball, the spin on that one's jumped up to 4,000. This is with a 54-degree wedge. And then if I change to a more premium ball, again, the harder we hit these shots, the more spin we're going to generate. Just launching a wee bit high. Yeah, 5,000 on that one. Further swing it. Same again, 4,500. Definitely ball first this time. And it stopped dead on an artificial green, so it should be good. Yep, 6,000. So, key things to check here. When we set up, the ball is slightly right of centre. As you're coming down, we want a steep angle of attack. So like I said, we want that club to be coming in to the ball and then tough first. If you're a natural drawer, it's always going to be a wee bit tougher to hit this shot. The further back we get it, the steeper the angle of attack. Just make sure we don't get to the point where we're straight up and just smashing down into the ground. So, clean grooves, premium golf ball, ball slightly right of centre, turn through, ball first, accelerate through impact, and that is how we generate more spin from 100 yards in it.